we can just click and use them so easily, you know, in our projects. If they're actually, there's a database of designers that we have access to. There might be, but I'm not aware.
No, there really isn't. Also, if you can access them, so can every rip-off artist in China, which is why a lot of people
not
don't
having
put all
their
of their
work. I
work
wouldn't,
online.
Maybe what you're saying is
I
more of
won't
a
have
portal,
their
an industry portal,
yes,
than
a
just
community.
a web page where everyone can go on.
It's happening. It's slowly happening. There are communities. There are people who are supporting each other. But like for us in our industry, we need quick solutions. You know, our clients say, you have like 2 weeks to fill up the space. Find me a local artist. So we'll always go to the ones that we know. You know, but maybe there's so many out there and that we're not aware of them.
And 2 weeks isn't a lot
And
of time to get someone to commission
not
an
to
original
commission,
piece.
not necessarily an original piece, even a piece that is part of their show. It doesn't have to be an original piece. There are so many out there, but like maybe we're not exposed to them enough.
I don't think there's loads of secret artists hiding around Dubai. I think that in general, there aren't that many Emirati artists because there's very little arts education at a high level in the United Arab Emirates. American University of Sharjah has been trying to bring in a Master of Fine Arts program, which is pretty standard at most British art schools or European art schools for at least 5 years, and it hasn't been accepted as yet. And what makes an artist want to continue their practice, and in my opinion become the best artist that they can, is usually a Masters of Arts sort of program, because what you learn at undergraduate level is colour and mediums, and you sort of start to develop what your artist practice might be. But when that's not continued and you're not guided and helped to define your practice, artists quite quickly realise, oh, maybe I should just go work at the bank like my brother, or then you have a baby and then the next thing you know, it's over. So I don't think, well, I really mean that. There's a lot of artists here that I'm like, now I know you've just had a second baby, but come on. You can do it.
Babies?
Nothing, but like a few of my Emirati female artists that I know,
I don't agree with you.
do not continue their practice after they have children. It's a fact. We can talk names after.
They could take a pause.
Yeah.
Okay, we will be opening up to you guys very shortly. So if you've got a question, let me know by raising your hand.
I might just add one thing just to be fair.
You're not going to say anything about babies, are you?
No, I don't.
Okay, you can carry on.
I think I'll talk about I think there's different reasons for the Emirati good artists or the pricing or stuff. I think it's a mix between the lack of education in terms of pricing, the approach, how to go, if they get advices from other consultants or let's say other artists, that's one. But then let's just say it, and I have a bunch of Emiratis here, I think, sorry, but I mean, there's nothing to say, nothing shame to say we are afford to do that. I want to put this by 20,000, and you want to buy it, buy it. If you don't want to buy it, don't. Yeah. Now, I would say that from one perspective. Our living standard here is different. I mean, we are not, we are all here. I mean, it's so honest. Let's just face it. Like, we can survive. We have houses. We have cars. I mean, people call us wealthy. That's something else. Maybe this is how they look at wealthy. For us, we feel the standard. So I think this is why, I think this is their approach in coming to say, yes, I'm saying this because my uncle had bought one. Yeah. I mean, they afford it.
I totally agree with
that
you.
sometimes. Yeah. I do sometimes that because I said it. I afford it. I'm going to put that piece for 10,000. You want to buy it, buy it. I can survive without it, even if I don't say it. Yeah, but if we go to the world and look around, no, artists actually work 3 things a day, doing their art at night and do something in the morning to survive. Yes. It's a survival game. So yes, this is, and that's what makes them like insist of being better and better every time and create better work, do more research, study art, try to save to educate themselves because this is their income. So yes, I would say, and forgive me all, like we are a bit spoiled, but not of all of us. But let's face it, I mean, if we are there, yes, we can afford to do it. People want it, take it. If you don't want
I
it,
think
don't
I
take it.
agree because it's part of the environment that it's not so much seen as a business for a lot of artists. It's not seen as a business. Even though it's a creative industry, like designers, like we see it as a business. We have to market, we have to sell our products, we have to do our accounts, we have to do all of that. So I think art here is not so much seen as a business.
Can I just...
Sorry, I have a question. All right, does it change anything about you being an Emirati, and some of it are very comfortable? Does it change the content? The content?
It doesn't. I mean, if it is good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad.
Really?
So we have to face that. So it's not. I mean, but what I'm saying, it's from the perspective of the artist. He believes or she believes that her artwork worth this, and she want to put it in the market in this. If everyone say it's bad work, she still insists I'm going to put it because she is comfortably living there. If she's not, then she will have to reduce her price and to set because she needs to get income. Yeah, I mean, there is a needs. I mean, we react to our needs. If art and design and stuff, it's a hobby we do on the side while we are working and we are getting our income or we live comfortably, then yes. I mean, it's a leisure to us. It's not our basic needs. It becomes more of like, it's on the third or fourth level of our pyramid. So that's where I think the difference. So no, the content doesn't change it. But I would say, yes, there is a lack because of this, because people are playing, or let's say we play this game. That's what makes art is not too strong from here. People are not striving to, some are doing this correctly and they are going, even if education is not available here, they go and seek it abroad. I mean, we are afforded to travel 6 times a year, and every holiday we are away from the country, right? So if we are going to take a short course, or let's say a month course here or there, we could. So it's available, it's their choice.
Yeah.
Okay, but then one of the key differences between art and design is that this is your piece of art. It only takes one person to love it to be appreciated. Whereas if you have a design, it's the opinion of many people that makes it a good design. Yeah? Whereas one piece of art, you could create one piece of art and one person absolutely loves it a bit and it's still an art piece. Whereas the design has to have a functionality for the masses.
Yeah,
whereas the art is more individual.
Yeah, but I think with the design, it will go, if we are talking about commercial design, if we are talking about residential, because as you said, it has one client, the art. This is very personal. I'm going to take it, add it to my collection, in my room, and my stuff. But if we talk about a piece for a restaurant, for example, yes, there's specs that we have to follow to fit with that client, to fit with the customers who will be using it, so there is. But if I'm doing, there's design galleries at the same time. We don't have only art, we have design galleries who's selling limited edition pieces. And this is where that design or the functionality is sometimes overridden because kind of that design object will be treated more as a piece of art. I'm putting $1 million on this chair, not to use it every day for my breakfast time, but maybe to have it on that foyer or hall that rarely someone will sit there. But that's mean I'm treating it as an art piece. So no, there is, I think, it depends on the category of design. If it is commercial, residential, limited edition, it's also if it is hospitality. Yeah, so.
But when you design furniture, it's functional, yeah? It's got to be comfortable for someone to sit in.
That's my choice. That's my choice.
Because of the design.
Yeah, my philosophy is I work on this triangle, which is creativity comes one, functionality and practicality. Functionality is the core for everything I do. If it doesn't function, I'll not put it. I don't like to design something just as an art piece. Even if the client will use it as an art piece, that's his choice. But I know it does function. So I think for me, but if someone else want to have a design function object and on the side he would be designing something only for art, then it doesn't function, doesn't matter. If the seat is in a different height or I can't sit on it, doesn't matter. It's a chair, it looks like a chair, but no one can use it. That's it.
Okay, cool. Okay, do you think there are enough commercial artists in Dubai? And if not, how can this be addressed? We'll start down that end.
I think there are some good art consultancies in Dubai, and because sometimes we want something very specific in terms of theme, concept, color, so the easiest thing for us is to go to the art consultancies, brief them, and then they will source the artists and information for us. I think there are some good ones out there. I remember when I joined like 4 years ago. In the projects that I was working on, all the art consultants were from London because the clients were like, we want art consultant from London. It has to be from London. Now I see a local market. For a good example is the Rove Hotel by Ima, local art consultant. All aspects of art and design were sourced by a local company, and two or three other hotels that I've worked on with local art